Hi, everyone. Welcome to Nashville SC's post-match media availability following its 1-0 win over the New York Red Bulls. We're joined by Nashville SC head coach BJ Callaghan. We're going to go right into questions, but as a reminder, please use the hand raise function or alert me in the chat if you have a question. We're going to go ahead and start with Ben.
Hi, BJ. Just wanted to ask. This felt like a tough match and kind of a scrappy match, but feels like the type of match that really good teams are able to find ways to win. What did you make of your ability to deal with everything from the Red Bulls and ultimately find a winner?
Yeah, I think first you have to give a lot of credit to the Red Bull and Michael and how well prepared they were for this game, and they gave us everything that we could handle tonight. So a ton of credit to them and what they put into the game. But I give a lot of credit to our group as well, who continue to battle and find ways to try and get the game to get the result on the road in different ways. And I think that's what good teams do. Is even on their best, even not on their best night, they find ways to win games.
And then I wanted to ask about Brian, his 14th clean sheet in all competitions this season. It's the single season record for Nashville. How important has he been in just, I mean, a few times today standing on his head, that save against Forsberg, and just his ability to save points for you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. And I think, listen, for me, we were under it a little bit with the ball as well. So I thought he was able to kind of, manage that as well to not lose his head and kind of keep his main priority, which is to keep the ball out of the net. So I thought he did a great job. He's done it all year, and again, is going to continue to come up with big saves.
We'll go to Claudio next.
BJ, it seems like when a guy like Woledzi scores a goal, it seems like his celebration is way different from the other guys. Does the locker room celebrates as much as he does when he scores a goal like that?
I think Maxwell's personality on and off the field is infectious. He has great leadership qualities, and his best leadership quality is how he brings people together. We see that each and every day in our environment, and when he scores goals, he brings people together.
What about what can you tell us about the minutes that Patrick was able to play today? What do you see? What do you see on him?
I thought Patrick came in, obviously he's coming back from a long-term injury and limited minutes. I thought he came into a game in a really big spot. Obviously it's that 0-0, and his energy and even just some of his execution was a microcosm of the team still trying to push to get the win, no matter what, and not being content to get a draw here. And I thought he brought, he stepped up and made some big plays in his, kind of return.
Blair, you can go next.
Yeah, BJ. Reed Baker Whiting has played some really important minutes for you this season. What makes him so important to the team that you are willing to put him on the right or the left, depending on where you need him?
I think first and foremost, he's a good 1v1 defender. He's aggressive. He releases, gets out, and closes his opponent down. And then you can see that he can join the attack. He can join the attack whether he's on the left or the right. Does well in little combinations, or even just, kind of getting into positions where he can sort of get some penalty box entries.
And how important is it that you are able to get this win without playing your best soccer, maybe going into this next stretch of the regular season where you're fighting for the Supporters' Shield?
Yeah, we know that this is a long season, and each and every night you're not going to be your best. But the things that you can control, which is your mentality and your desire to keep pushing and keep competing and looking for the win, no matter whether it's home or away, you can control those behaviors. And tonight I thought we responded really well against a lot of different, whether that was Red Bull's pressure and their ability to play with the ball, and all the other types of adversity, and we still find ways to win. We'll continue to get better. We'll continue to improve, but it's good to do it from a position where, that you're going to compete for 90+ minutes every night.
Go ahead, Nick.
BJ, since the World Cup break return, Matthew Corcoran's been kind of one of those cornerstone pieces in the midfield. How have you seen his play develop since the return of MLS play, and now, slowly getting Patrick Yazbek back? from injury as well. How do you feel like Corcoran's been off the ball, also just in transition in the first touch?
Yeah, I think Matt is still a young player, continuing to improve a lot of aspects in his game. He's a player that takes information in well, and I think you're starting to see that he's becoming a real two-way midfielder. He's comfortable in the ball, breaking lines, moving the ball left and right. But at the same time, he's starting to win his duels in the middle of the field, stopping transition, starting our offensive transition. So again, I think he's making really positive steps forward in his development.
And then obviously Christian Espinoza gets the assist on Woledzi's goal tonight. But this kind of opened up personally to me that your team finally has that extra depth now that you have guys coming back from injury. But to see the contribution off the bench, I guess that obviously makes you feel great as a coach. But overall, for the long haul of the rest of the season, does that give you encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's no secret that we kind of went through a period where we had a lot of players injured. And now I think we're able to utilize our depth. We're playing 3 games in 7 days here in a really congested August and continuing to count on each other. And tonight we made changes to the lineup, but the guys, that started, did their job. And then the guys that came in made an impact as well. And that's what a team is. And this is a team win tonight.
Hi, everyone. We're back with Maxwell Woledzi. Again, we'll go right into questions. You can ask 2 if you have them. We'll start with Ben.
Hi, Maxwell. Congrats on the goal and the win. It felt like a difficult match. Obviously, Red Bulls are a difficult team to play against. What do you think it says about your team's mentality that you're able to deal with a game like that and come away with 3 points?
Yeah, we are on road, and like you said, Red Bull is a good team to play against. And when we're in the game, it's so important to hang in games like this because you are away from home and you face these difficult opponents. So you never know. Moment like this, like set pieces, will definitely come in games, or one moment that can change the game. And I'm fortunate enough to get that moment to change the game. So yeah, games like this, you just have to hang in and just be focused. Yeah.
And then I wanted to ask, Brian got another clean sheet tonight. It's his 14th of the year, which is the single season record for Nashville already. How much of a difference does it make for you as a defender playing in front of a guy like that, knowing that he's able to come up with such important contributions?
Yeah, already before the game, we were a bit disappointed because we went in 6 games without getting clean sheet. And, the back line, we always talk about it and be like, hey, it's time for us to get clean sheet, and having Shwaki at the back, you just have to make sure that you do your work because you definitely know that you have this guy that will give his best no matter what. And clear example with Shwaki was when we played against St. Louis. What was the name of the team we played from Mexico? San
Luis.
Yeah, San Luis. After the game, we won the game, but Shwaki was a bit disappointed with his performance then. At that moment, that was a message to me that this guy wants to win every single day. And when you have a guy like this behind you, you just don't have to worry. He's going to give his best every moment that we get on the pitch. You just have to do your work. So I'm just happy that he's having a lot of clean sheets and we are all having it together. And we have more games coming on. Hopefully we can get more clean sheets.
All right, we'll go to Blair.
Yeah, Max. How important is it for you guys to get the win tonight, even if you weren't playing your best soccer?
It's so important because we all know that this is the first win in Red Bull, and we wanted this so badly. And coming to games like this, the mentality is to come here and to win every game. So when you go on away games, it's to win. We are here to win, and at the end of the result, if at the end of the day, if you get the result, it's so important, and for us, that's what will keep us alive in the league as well, because consistency is the most important thing, and so far the confidence is there as we are winning games.
And you put the ball at the back of the net twice today, or tonight, I should say. Did the first one not being called give you a little bit extra motivation to go and get the second time?
I was a bit disappointed with the first one, but that's the referee's decision. Actually, after that action in the game, I was thinking about it. I was like, I was close to decide this game, you know. And when we actually got the set pieces, I was actually talking to one of the Red Bull players, and he was like, "Hey, you were close the first one, you know." And in my head, I was like, "Watch me." And then the moment came, and when you have Espinoza on the ball, you just have to be in the space, you know. And luckily, I was in the space, and I got this goal. So happy, yeah.
All right, we'll go to Claudia.
Maxwell, on the goal, kind of describe the goal for us. Were you, the ball was coming to you, or just instinct at that time? And who are you sending those kisses to?
Yeah, you just have to trust what our set piece coach taught us, you know, like what we have to do in the game. You just have to be in the right position, and games like this, you just have to attack the space. But when I was standing there, like I said before, I was talking to the Red Bull player, and in my head, I was like, I have to attack. And I invited a lot of people from Ghana to this game, and I've not seen them for a while. It's been a long time I've seen them. So I invited them to the game, and I just wanted to give them something back, you know. And luckily for me, it was the goal. So I was just hoping to score a goal and just go and celebrate with them, you know.
Now, you played 90 minutes again, 90 minutes plus. That's a lot of stuff physically for a player. How do you manage to actually stay ready, stay put, especially when there's so many games next to each other?
Yeah, it's so important as a player to know what is coming next, you know. And I know my position in this team. I know who I am in this team as well, you know. So I just have to get ready whenever my number is called. I'm able to help the team and support the team. And it's not easy, like you said. We're playing games every 2 days or 3 days, and we just have to trust the dietitian and the people around us that are supporting us with the necessary things for us to be able to get ready for the next game. And so far, so good, you know. They are doing well, and the players are also disciplined enough to work with them.
All right, go to Nick.
Maxwell, tonight, obviously, it may not have been the cleanest of games for you guys tactically, but when it comes to those set pieces, like you just kind of touched on there with the being emphasized through practice, now getting a few players back from injury here and there, has the, I guess, workload of set pieces being practiced during those practice periods through the week increased a little bit?
Actually, it's the same thing that we do, but you know, we have new players coming in. We also have like players coming also from injuries, you know. They just have to know what we usually do, and we analyze opponents and we see where the space are. We see what we have to do, and you know, we play games every 2 or 3 days, so we don't really get time to work on the set pieces as we used to do every week in, week out, you know. But the time that we get, we make sure that we are focused enough and work on that, you know, then try to utilize the opportunities that we'll get whenever we have set pieces. And like I said, when you have players like Espinoza on the ball, you just have to be in the space.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you know, BJ mentioned you're just the way you play, it's infectious. Your actions are infectious. The way you celebrate, it's all infectious. Earlier on in the season, near the preseason, I believe I asked you just what was the one player that inspired you or one of your favorites, and you mentioned John Stones. Obviously, in Europe, fans, they go ballistic for soccer players and the way that they treat them on and off the field. For you coming into Nashville, obviously scoring tonight, your celebration and so forth, do you feel like that is kind of something that you owe the fans of kind of bringing that energy after you score and or just big plays in the game?
Yeah, before coming to Nashville, like I said, we soccer players, we give a lot of energy, you know. So how do we get energy back? Is to engage the fans with us. And like I said, when I was growing up, I remember I said this in the preseason. When I was growing up, whenever I go to watch a game, I just want the players to entertain us, you know. I just come there to watch the game, and I want players to entertain me. So whenever I see fans on the pitch, I just want to give back to them to entertain them. And sometimes it affects the team positively because we need the energy from the fans. Like today, we are missing our fans as well, you know, because you can see Red while they were playing, they just getting their energy again from the fans. Like if this is Jordi's, it's different, you know, because we engage the fans, and it's so important for us to be able to work together as we are serving the community of Nashville. So we are all together. When we give them energy, we also want energy back. That's the most important thing for me.
All right, any other questions? Okay, thanks, y'all. We will see you this weekend.
Thank you.